Hello, and welcome back to the CVU Show.
I'm Jay.
And I'm Gabe. This is our second to last show of 2021.
It's been a wild ride, so let's make this one count.
Kicking it off, we have an interview with Susan King about the CVU store.
We felt like not enough people know about the store, so we sent Calvin to interview the woman behind the desk.
Hello, I'm Calvin. I'm at the CVU store, and this is
Susan King.
when would be the best time to come in if you're interested in buying anything?
The store is open first, second, and fourth block. I'm always in here, so if you can only shop during your lunch blocks or during C3, you can just knock on the door.
Cool. And if you are interested in buying stuff online, could you?
We don't have an online presence yet. We're working on that. Maybe next year it'll be up and running.
Given the global supply chain shortages, have you got less product and stuff?
We haven't had any issues yet. We've been working with the same vendors for many years, and they work really hard to make sure that we get our product.
Cool. Is there anything you want students to know about the CVU store that they might not know?
The store is student run. I think that we always get a lot of positive feedback about all the product that we have, and I think it's a great place to visit. Yeah, I think it's a real resource within the school and within the community.
What forms of payment do you take if someone's interested in buying something?
We accept cash and checks.
Awesome. Thank you for meeting.
Thank you.
Remember, if you want to pick up any merchandise, stop by the store during its open hours.
A couple of weeks ago, we talked about hobby hunters and their series of checking out what teachers here at CVU do outside of school.
So here they are again with a brand new episode for everyone.
You can't possibly expect us to account for every ninth grader. Okay, yeah, kids get lost sometimes, okay? Oh, hi. I know you're from Hobby Hunters, and I wanted to give you a little glimpse into the life of being a principal. Is it easy? No, it's not. But there are some things that I do every day just to relax a little bit, blow off a little bit of steam, calm down after a tough day at CVU. And so I'm going to give you a glimpse of what it's like at CVU after hours. You know, one of the other ways that we can deal with stress after hours is dream a little bit. And a lot of people don't know this about me, but I was cut from both soccer and basketball at CVU. Huge mistake by those coaches because they have no idea what they missed. So sometimes they come after school, you know, just throw on the jersey that I could have had. Doesn't quite fit like it maybe once would have. And I've just been practicing, you know, just been working out. Anyone got a ball? Well, off to find that ninth grader. I feel a lot calmer now. Thank you. Now I had the time of my life, and I owe it all to you, yes I do. Yes, I swear, Mr. Narwhal, we're gonna be together forever, 'cause I love you.
Now let's take a break and see what Calvin has for us on the sports show.
Welcome back to the CVU Sports segment. I'm your host, Calvin. Winter sports such as ski racing, basketball, and wrestling have officially started. Basketball and wrestling both have games this Saturday. Alex Provost, the captain of the boys varsity basketball team, has a few words to share about the upcoming season. Here we have an interview with Stanley Chan.
Hello, I'm Stanley Chan, and I'm here with Alex Provost, one of the men's basketball captains.
Hi.
So, how long have you been playing basketball for?
I've been playing basketball since I was 5 years old, so around 11 years now.
Do you enjoy playing it?
I love playing basketball. It's probably my favorite sport when I'm in it. It's just one of those sports you can play by yourself and just kill time with.
So, what do you think playing basketball has taught you?
I think it's definitely taught me that leadership and team skills are the most important part. You can't do anything without your team. It all starts with a group goal together to be successful, and then it all just builds from there.
So how did you do it last year in playoffs?
We actually made it to the semifinals and unfortunately lost to Rice, but we had two strong games prior to that. We had beat Burton in the play-ins, I believe, and then we beat Burlington in the quarters to advance to the semifinals. So it was a pretty successful season.
Do you have an idea of when the playoffs will be, or is this still to be decided?
I'm not sure the exact date, but I believe it should start sometime towards the end of February, start of March, and depending on our seed is going to depend when the first game is, because if we win enough games, then we might have a first round bye.
Alright, and I think that's all the questions I have for you today. And thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
And back to the studio.
In other news, a former CVU student, Graham Walker, is achieving big things at the next level. He was recently named Ivy League, which is impressive, seeing how he is only a freshman. This is on the heels of being named Ivy League Rookie of the Week, Brown Bear of the Week, and leading all rookies for receiving categories, and being featured on ESPN's Plays of the Week.
Up some of the other routes. Perry's going to take the snap, rolls to his left, fires into the end zone, into the chest of his receiver. Touchdown, Brown! That's Graham Walker. And the Bears take the lead here early in the second quarter.
What an amazing year for a rookie in college football and a former CVU student. That's all for today. Back to the studio.
Thanks, Calvin. Here at CVU, students have the opportunity to create a startup project for principals of business.
And one of the startups created by Ollie Pudvar, current CVU co-president, is called Dough Conuts.
Dough Conuts are donuts made with coconut oil. All of the proceeds are going to help endangered animals. Lastly, we have an interview with two of CVU's speech and language pathologists.
What does an SLP do?
SLP stands for Speech Language Pathologist. So any student, when we're in a school, any student who has challenges with speech or language, either using speech and language or understanding speech and language, we are people who can help with that.
An SLP in schools, we help kids speak and use language. We help them write. We help kids use AAC devices for alternative communication. I know I help a lot with curriculum-based work. I help kids with assignments and organizing their thoughts, organizing their 3-ring binders, organizing their lockers, just things that will help them be successful in school.
Yeah, we also work with hearing needs and assessments. Well, not assessments, but hearing needs and making adaptations in the classroom for kids who need a little help with hearing. We also work with some voice concerns and just overall clarity with speech, so that you're clearly understood. Your voices are important and we want to hear them.
What is FC and why do we need it?
What is AAC and why do we need it? That's a great question for me. AAC stands for Augmentative and Alternative Communication. So it's kind of a fancy acronym for any tool or strategy that we use to communicate other than natural speech. So for students who require AAC because they can't always rely on their speech to communicate, there are a lot of special skills to learn about the different tools and strategies that can help them communicate.
How is an SLP different from a special educator?
That's a good question too. We do overlap a lot with special educators, but we're more specialized in speech and language, and special educators know like kind of everything having to do with academics. So we do overlap a lot, but we're more specialized.
Thanks, Joe.
Well, that seems to be everything for this week.
Thank you for watching, and we hope to catch you next time on the last CVU show of 2021.